So here, so in the last class we discussed about the understanding a quadrilaterals. So in the part of understanding quadrilaterals, we discussed about the simple closed curve and what is a closed curve and what is a simple curve. That thing we learn in the next class, and we last class, and we learn about the plane surface and the plane curve also. Then we learn about the what is the definition of a polygon. Polygon is nothing but it is a very simple closed curve, okay, and which is made up of only line segments. If it is made up of only line segment, we can say that is a polygon. In polygon also we are having a different names based on its number of sides. If it is having a 3 sides, we will call it as a triangle, 4 sides quadrilateral, 5 sides pentagon, 6 sides hexagon, 7 side heptagon, 8 side octagon, 9 side nonagon, then 10 side decagon. Okay, so these many types of polygons we are having. We discussed that one, and after that we discussed about the diagonals. Diagonals is nothing but the line segment which is connecting the two non-consecutive vertices. So if someone wants to join, yes, the two non-consecutive, the line segment which is connecting the two non-consecutive vertices, which is known as a diagonal. For square and rectangle we are having 2 diagonals. For pentagon, how many diagonals we are having? 5 diagonals. Okay.
5 diagonals.
So here in this picture we can find 2 diagonals. Now here K and M is a one diagonal. Okay, K and M is a one diagonal, and L and N is another diagonal. Next, we learn about the interior and exterior of any closed curve. Okay, so here this is the interior, means inside of the curve, and exterior means outside of the curve. Clear? Then what is a convex and concave polygon? So we discussed about the what is a convex and concave polygon. If I make the diagonals inside the polygon, that is known as a convex polygon. If I make diagonal outside the polygon, that is known as a concave polygon. Okay, and we discussed about the sum of angles in the polygons. In convex polygon also we discussed, and in concave polygon also I gave as one example of one as homework you also. And we discussed about the regular and irregular polygon. What is a regular polygon? The regular polygon is nothing but it has to be equilateral and it has to be equiangular. Okay, and we discussed one more property. See, before that, what is a equilateral means? All the sides of a polygon are equal, that is known as a equilateral, and if all the angles of a polygon are equal, that is known as a equiangular. Okay, and we discussed the one property yesterday here. All the equilateral polygons are equiangular, but all the equiangular polygons are not equilateral. Okay, all the equiangular polygons are not equilateral, but all the equilateral polygons are equiangular. Equilateral polygons are equiangular. This is the 2 cases here. You need to focus on that one. And you understood now these 2 properties? Then here, see, example of these properties. This is a equilateral. For equilateral triangle also, next square also, next you can check the pentagon also. All the sides of the pentagon are equal, and all the angles inside the pentagon also equal. Next for hexagon also, all the sides are all equal length. Okay, then it's all the angle inside the hexagon are same only, means equal only. So all the equilateral polygons are equiangular. Then we discussed about the angle sum property. Angle sum property for a triangle. So according to the angle sum property of a triangle, the sum of measures of angle in a triangle is equal to the 180 degrees. Okay, the sum of angle in a property is the sum of all the measures of angle in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Means the triangle, in any triangle, the angles of the sum of angles of these three are means equal to 180 degrees. So here first angle, second angle, third angle. So measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. See here, normally to represent the angle, I will represent this with the 2. Now I need to measure the angle. Now what the angle is that? So I will represent measure of angle 2, m angle 2. This is known as a measure of angle 2. Okay. Next, all the angles in a triangle is, in sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. That is according to the angle sum property, and I gave that homework to Mr. Sai Chaitanya. Have you completed, Sai Chaitanya?
Yes, sir, completed, sir.
Okay. We will see after the class. Okay. But you believe that according to the angle sum property, the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to the 180 degrees. Next, here we are having one quadrilateral. Now we want to find the sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral. What is the sum of interior angles in a quadrilateral? That is we need to find. This is our quadrilateral. Means quadrilateral is nothing but it has a 4 line segments. It has to be a 4 line segments. So here we are having the 4 line segments, and we can divide it into a 2 parts, 2 triangles, 1 and 2. So first triangle is maximum angle is 180, second triangle is 180, total 360 degrees. Means all the angles in a quadrilateral is a 360 degrees inside the triangle, inside the quadrilateral. See. Then for pentagon also we want to see. In pentagon what is the sum of all the angles? Okay. And in hexagon what is the sum of interior angles? That we need to see. And before that, see, I gave, this is a convex polygon. This is a convex polygon only, na? Because we can make the diagonal inside the polygon. So that is known as a convex polygon. Now for convex polygon we are saying the sum of measures of all the angles interior is depends on number of triangles. If the 2 triangles are inside in the polygon, then we can say the 360 degrees for 2 triangles. For 3 triangles, 540. Okay, like that we are saying. But how it is for a concave polygon? That is our question. How it will be for a concave polygon? I gave this as extra day. Yesterday I told about this one. Please solve. So simple. In concave polygon also, in concave quadrilateral also, the sum of all the angles, in sum of all the measures of angle inside a quadrilateral is equal to the convex only. The sum of angles of measures of angles of concave polygon is equal to the sum of angle measures of a convex polygon only. But here one fact is there, in the one different point is there compared to convex. One angle will be more than 180 degree in a concave polygon. Any one angle, it will be more than 180 degree. See here, say this example only I will draw here. Okay. So now here I don't know which angle is here. So just I will draw one diagonal here. Now this is the first triangle, this is the second triangle. What is the total angle here? 180 plus 180. Clear? That 360 degrees. Clear? Now, how I am telling any one angle in a concave quadrilateral, it will be concave quadrilateral, concave polygon. It will be more than 180 degrees. How I am saying? See, just we extend this line segment. Extend this line segment. You extended this line segment. Okay. Now, what is the angle here? What is angle here? The angle from here to here. 180 degrees. And actually we need to measure angle from where to where? Angle from where to where? We need to measure angle from here to here. This and this. But from here only 180 degrees. Then only it will be more than 180 degrees only. You understood this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in this also, this angle will be more than 180 degrees. This is also a concave polygon. This is also a concave polygon. Here angle is more than 180 degrees. Means in a for concave polygons or convex polygons, all the, means sum of all the interior angles of concave and convex polygon is equal only. But the any one angle in a concave polygon is more than 180 degrees. But in convex polygon that will not be a situation. No angle is more than 180 degrees. No single angle is more than 180 degrees in a convex polygon. But in concave polygon, any one angle will be a more than 180 degrees. Have you understood this one? You understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Here we are having a, see, here we are having a different polygons here. Now I need to say, now I need to discuss, is this a simple closed curve or a simple curve or a polygon or a convex polygon or concave polygon? First of all, I will tell you this about this one. This is in the form of a circle only. No? Circle is a polygon. Circle is not a polygon.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Circle is not a polygon. Okay. And yes. Next. And see, why circle is not a polygon? Why? Because circle is not made up of a line segments. That is why it is not a polygon. And it is, that is why it is not a simple closed curve. So it is not a simple closed curve. So it is not a polygon. See here. Now I need to find. Can I find the diagonals of a triangle? Can I find the diagonals of a triangle? What is
Yes, sir.
diagonals of a triangle? Is there the diagonal of a triangle is there? See, first.
No, sir.
Yes. That is why you need to apply. See, the concept you learn what is the diagonal. Diagonal is nothing but the line segment which is joining a to non-consecutive vertices. Non-consecutive vertices. So here my first vertices. If I connect with second, so it is a consecutive. What is the non-consecutive? This one. But if I see from this side, so this is also a consecutive. So I cannot connect the line segment with a non-consecutive vertices. Understood? Because of that, triangle has no diagonals. No diagonals. Next, I will ask for circle is having a diagonal. Circle is having a
No, sir.
diagonal.
No, sir. No, sir.
Arey, why brother? Circle is having a diagonal. How you are saying it is a no? See.
Point to point as a diameter.
Yes. That I will tell you how it is. This is your circle now. So circle means, so here all the points which is on the circle, all are the points only. All are the vertices. It can be any vertices. Here also this can be a vertex. This can be anything on the circle. Now what I will do? Just I will make a one square here on the circle. Now I can join these two vertices now. I can join these two vertices now. Why? Because these two are the non-consecutive only na. So I can join these two vertices. This vertices and this vertices is non-consecutive. So I can join these two vertices, and this diagonal is nothing but a diameter of a circle. Understood? What is the diameter of a circle? Diameter is the diagonal of square inscribed in a circle. That is known as a diameter. Okay, so circle has a diagonal. Okay, so how many diagonals are there for a circle? How many diagonals are there for a circle? That is the next question, na? How many diagonals
Infinity,
are there?
sir.
Yes, definitely, brother. This is also one diagonal. This is also one diagonal. This is also another. Like this, you can draw. Understood? More
Yes,
than
sir.
one diagonals are there for a
Yes, sir.
circle. So this concept is cleared for you, and you cleared about the convex polygon, concave polygon, regular polygon, irregular polygon, and what is a simple closed curve and what is a simple curve. Simple curve means there should be no intersection. So this is not a simple closed curve here, because here intersection of line segment is there. So that is why this is not a simple closed curve. Okay, and we found that the number of angles in the all the polygons. See, what is the sum of angles in a triangle? 180 degrees. So how we can do the 180 degrees? That this relation also will make. And for quadrilateral, 180 degree, 2 into 180 degrees. So because two triangles are there. For pentagon, 3 triangles are there, 3 into 180 degrees. For hexagon, 6 triangles are there. So 4 triangles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 180 degrees. So like this we can make for 180 degrees 3 minus 2 into 180. For here quadrilateral 4 minus 2 into 180. For pentagon 5 minus 2. 5 sides 5 minus 2 into 180. Like for n sides n minus 2 into 180 degrees. That we can do. Okay. So here, and I told you about this one. Calculation of the interior angle. You can able to calculate the interior angle of any quadrilateral na, or any polygon na. You can able to solve na. I told yesterday 2 example. This one and this one.
Yes,
Now
sir.
I will tell. Now I will teach for this example also. For pentagon also. For pentagon, what is this x? What is the angle? Pentagon is a regular polygon. For regular polygon, it has equal sides and equal angles also. So what is the total angle in a pentagon? 540 degrees only, na? Why? Because 3 triangles are there. 3 into 180, 540. So I need to divide with the 5 angles. So how much? 5 1 ja 108 degrees only, na? So each angle is a 180 degree. 108 degrees. 108. 108. 108. 108. This is about the here. Now here I need to find the x value. What is here x? What is here x? That is we need to find now. Can you able to solve this problem? Huh? How we can solve? Just think over it. Here, this, what is the meaning of this line? This curve. Means these two are equal.
Equals.
These two are equal. Okay. So, how can we solve this one? How we can solve? Huh? See here, simple. This is our, if it is a one, this, what is the angle here? What is the total angle here in this one? 180
180 degrees.
Okay. Suppose I am drawing here. Then what is this angle and what is this angle?
360 degrees.
Okay. Arey, no, this is a 180 degrees only, na? Suppose
Yes, sir.
if it is a 60 degrees, then how much this one?
120.
120 degrees. Like that only, na? So see here, same
Yes, sir.
case. Here, we are having from here to here how much? 180 degrees.
120 degrees.
Here we are having
180.
60 degrees. So this is a 120 degrees.
120.
And here how much I will get? Here it is a 70 degrees. Then this is a
110. 110.
110.
110 degrees. So then what I will do? This is what? How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides are there. 5 sides means pentagon. In pentagon,
Pentagon.
sum of the angles are how much? 540. So I will make the sum of angles. 110 plus 120
110
plus
plus 120
x plus
30.
x. x plus x
2x.
plus 30 is equal to
2x.
540 degrees. Then after that what I will do? 110 plus 120 is how much? 230 degrees plus x 2x plus 30 degrees is equal to 540. So next 2x is equal to 540 minus 230 plus 30 260.
250.
2x is equal to 2 540 minus 260 is how much? 540 minus 260. How much? 540 minus 260 is how much? 540 260 0 8 2 280 degrees.
280.
Then what is the x? 140 degrees. Means this x
Yes,
is
sir.
140 angle. And this is also 140. Everyone understood now? The students
Yes,
who
sir.
is presented in this class, everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So next I will tell you here, we need to find what is the value of this y, what is the value of this z, and what is the value of x. We need to find this one. Okay? So please tell me what is the value of x? What is the value of x? See here we are having a 90. Then what is here? This is also a 90.
90.
180 minus 90
Yes,
no?
sir.
90. Here
Yes,
how
sir.
much? This is
90.
30. 30 means here
150.
150.
150.
Here 90 plus 30 is how much? 120. In 180 this is a 60. Then if it is a 60 then what is this one?
120.
120.
120.
Then please measure this sum of all the angles. 90 plus 150 plus 120. How much? 360 degrees.
360.
Means sum of the exterior angles of a triangle is 360 degrees and sum of the interior angles in a triangle is 120 degrees.
180 degrees.
180, sorry, 180 degrees. This is clear. Next, we will discuss with a quadrilateral.
Yeah.
Now we will discuss with the exterior angle of a quadrilateral. This one, this example, this one. So here, this is a 120. Then this one, x is how much here?
60 degrees.
60 degrees. Then what is the y degree? Y value here? Y. Here 80 is there. Then y is 100. Then
One-
here 60 is there. What is the z value?
100.
Huh?
120, sir. 120.
120 na?
120, sir.
So here w, I need to find the w. Then what I will do? This is a quadrilateral. What is the sum of angle in a quadrilateral? 360 degrees only, na? Sum of the angles in a quadrilateral. It is having a two triangles. Here already I told you here, this one only. Two triangles, 2 into 180 is a 360 degrees. So we need to find the sum of the angles here. This is, I don't know, this is x. Suppose this is a. So 60 plus 80 is how much? 140. 140 plus 120, 260. 360 minus 260, this is a 100 degrees. Okay. If it is a 100, then this is how much?
80 degrees.
80 degrees.
So now I need to find all sum of exterior angles. 80 plus
80
60 plus 100 plus
100 plus
120 plus, yes, only 4 angles only, na? So how much?
Yes, sir.
80 plus 60 is how much? 140. 140 plus 100?
240.
240 plus 120?
360.
260.
360 degrees only. So for triangle also 360 degrees, the sum of all the exterior angles. For this quadrilateral also we are having a exterior angles are 360 only. Now we will check for the pentagon. We will check for the okay. So this one. So we know already.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. We know already in a pentagon the sum of interior angles are how much?
360.
Huh?
540 degrees, sir.
540. Why? Because three triangles are there, na? 3 into 180 is a 540 degrees. So each angle is how much? This is a equiangular and equilateral. This is a regular polygon. So the each angle is 180,
108.
108 degrees. Okay. Now we need to find the exterior angles. Sum of all the exterior angles. I am extending this one. Okay. Next, here we will find. So here, what is the angle here? What is the angle here? If this is a 108, means this one is how much? 180 minus 108 is how much here? 72 only, no? So this is a 72. Here it is also a 72 degrees. Here it is also a 72 degrees. It is a 72 degrees. It is also 72 degrees. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes,
what is
sir.
the sum of all the exterior angles? What is the sum? 72 plus 72 plus 72 plus 72 plus 72. What is the sum? Sum is equal to 360 degrees. So for pentagon also the sum of exterior angle is a 360, but sum of interior angle is a 540. Means from this you can say for any polygon, this sum of exterior of a polygon is equal to 360 degrees only. Why? Because when you start at one point now, we will come back to that point only. So the maximum angle in this triangle is a 360 degrees. That is the reason. Clear?
Yes,
Understood?
sir.
Next, you please find the what is the value of this x here. You can able to find this x now. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well, because the sum of all the exterior angle of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degrees. So 90 plus 50 plus 110 plus x is equal to 360 degrees. We can find the value of a x. And I already told you in a next hexagon. Hexagon, what is the total sum of what is the total interior angles in a hexagon? Huh? 180 multiply with 6 minus 2 only, na? So 180 multiply with 4 is how much? 720 degrees only, na? So what is the each angle here? If I divide with 6, why? Because it has a 6 angle. So that is
Yes,
why
sir.
720 divided with 6 is how much?
120.
120 degrees. Means each angle in a hexagon is equal to 120 degrees. Next,
Yes, sir.
what is the exterior angle? Here, this is a 120 degrees. What is its exterior angle?
60. 60.
60
In
degrees.
all the cases, it is a 60 only.
60.
So 60 multiplied with 6 times 360 only. For hexagon also the exterior angle is 360. Okay. Now you can able to do your for regular 20 gun. Means which is having a 20 sides and which is a equal sides and it will be having a equal angles. That is why it is a regular. Okay. You please do it as a homework.
Okay, sir.
See, simple. Now I can tell you. See, 20 sides only, na? So 20 sides means what is the total angle? 20 minus 2 multiply with 180.
2.
18 into 180. This is your total angle. Now, after getting na, you divide with just 20. Why? Because you are having a 20 angles. So you will get one angle. Okay. And after that you can find, you can subtract it from a 180 degrees. Okay, you will get outer exterior angle and you need to find
This
some
sir,
of-
this exterior angle also getting angles and property only, na sir.
sorry,
This exterior will also get in angles and property only, na sir.
yes, in exterior also we will be having a angle sum property. That angle sum property is that na.
That also I have been prepared, sir.
Yes. See that I will tell you. Here, this angle is there na. This angle is equal to the sum of opposite its angles. This one and this one. How much here? That is the sum of this and this angle. And here now I need to find this angle. How much is this angle? This angle is equal to the sum of this angle and this angle. Now I need to find this angle. This angle is equal to the sum of opposites, this one and this one. That is the exterior angle property, sum of exterior angle property. Clear? So you, Sai Chaitanya, please you explain this also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. You are understanding everything now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The remaining students, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
They find the number of sides of a regular polygon whose each exterior angle has a measure of a 45 degrees. Whose each exterior angle is a 45 degrees. You can find the number of sides of that regular polygon now. Why? Because yes, definitely we can able to solve. Why? Because the sum of exterior angle of any polygon is a 360 degrees. So 360 degrees upon the 45 degrees. So we will get 8. So this is a octagon. Okay. So here, what is the
Sir,
next
now
cell?
present.
Huh?
Now can I present as sir?
Wait. I need to complete this chapter 2 also. Sorry, this exercise 2. After that we will see. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Find x in the following figures. Okay. So here, you can able to find this x now? You can able to find this also? Yes, please do. And here, find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon of 9 sides. If it is having a 9 sides means each exterior angle is 360 divided with the 9. You will get angle here. Then with 15 sides means 360 degrees upon a 15. But you will get your exterior angle. Then how many sides does a regular polygon have if the measure of exterior angle is a 24 degrees? So 360 degrees upon the 24 degrees. You will get your sides. Understood? And you do the remaining problems also. Next, we just discuss this concept. We discussed what is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is nothing but it is a polygon which is made up of a 4 line segments. Okay.
4 line
So now I can make these line segments in any form. In this also, in this way also, in any way. This also I can make. But here we are having a one category from the quadrilateral. It is a trapezium. Trapezium is nothing but what? Trapezium is nothing but it has to be a 2 parallel sides. Any 2 parallel sides. If it is having any 2 parallel sides, that is known as a trapezium. Means it has a pair of parallel sides. Pair means 2 parallel sides. So see in this example, this and this are parallel. Here this line segment is parallel. Here this line segment and this line segment is parallel. Here this and this is a parallel. Understood? Means minimum 2. Means minimum a pair of side has to be parallel. And see in this case here, you cannot able to find the parallel line. So is this a parallel? No. What is a parallel line? These two are the parallel lines.
2 sides with the same distance in between is equal, then it's said to be a parallel line.
Yes. You can find at any distance in between these two. So you can find the equal distance. It is known as a parallel lines. Okay. So lines is represented with what? This one only. Parallel side means this one. You need to be clear. Parallel rays means the parallel and opposite rays means this is the way. Okay. So next, you just do it as a homework. You just think over this one. Next, kite. Kite is all. We need to discuss the kite. So before discussing the kite, in the trapezium, if any the two non-parallel sides of the trapezium is there now. If 2 non-parallel sides of a trapezium is equal, then length of the 2 non-parallel sides of a trapezium is equal. That is known as a isosceles trapezium. That is known as a isosceles trapezium. If see here, in this case, so this and this is a equal. So this is known as isosceles trapezium. Perfect, Amma? Is this clear? Then we need to discuss
Yes, sir.
one more trapezium, one more type of a quadrilateral, that is a kite. Kite is nothing but it will be having a two equal length line segments. It will be having a two equal length line segments from the vertices. So from you take this vertices to the here and here, it is a equal length. Then you can take from here to here. It has a equal length line segments. Clear? It is having a four sides. So that is why we are calling it is a quadrilateral. Okay. And here non-consecutive means here this line segment and this line segment is equal. This side, these are equal. Okay. So this is about the kite. See in this example, can you find is this a kite? Is this a kite? The consecutive line segment has to be equal length. See here, this and this is a equal length. This and this is a equal length. But here also we are having one more line segment. So that is it is not a kite. Here, this and this. Okay, and these three are equal sides. So this is cannot be a kite. Here, this and this as a different side, different lengths. So and this are also different lengths. This and this are also different lengths. So we cannot call this is as a kite. So you just observe our practical life na kite. So kite is in this shape only na. Okay. And why kites are in this shape only? This is the next homework problem which I will give it to Mr. Gautam 1. I will give this as a homework for Gautam 1. Why kites are in this shape only? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Why the kites are in a square shape or rectangle shape or circle shape or triangle shape? Why it is in this shape only? What is the particular reason? And suppose if I make the kite in this square or rectangle or triangle shape, what are the drawbacks? Okay. And with this, what is the advantage? That you need to explain me in the next class. Okay. So this as a just please go through this one. This as a homework. The next here. See, Vankudut Babulal is presenting. Please stop, brother.
Now it's okay, sir. Your presentation is only there.
Okay. So don't touch in your mobile phones. Okay. Here we are having one more type of quadrilateral. Okay. One more type is a parallelogram. How we are calling it as a parallelogram? Okay. So and how can we make this parallelogram? We can make this parallelogram by using your set square. We are having two different types of set squares are there. Okay. Which is having this is a one set square, 90 degrees, 30 degrees and 60 degrees. And another set square is having 90 degrees, 45 degrees and here also we will be having 45 degrees. This is another set square. Okay, we are having two set square. If I use this type of set square like in this way, so then what is this is a one square, and if I use this type of set squares in this way so this is what rectangle. You learn in your class 6. And if I make this set square here, if I make this set square in this way, now this is a parallelogram. If I use two set square in a opposite, then we can form a parallelogram. So this is our parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? In parallelogram we are having two parallel sides are having equal lengths. Now this side, this is a equal length, this side and this side is having equal length. These two are parallel. Here I need to, how I can represent our line segment? we can represent the line segment with the AP bar with line segment A and B. Okay. So here AB bar is parallel to what? DC bar. Here AD bar is parallel to BC bar. Clear? Understood? Here, is this a parallelogram?
Yes, sir.
Is this a parallelogram? This is not a parallelogram. Why? Because this length and this length is not the same. This may be the same, but these two are also not parallel. So this is not a parallelogram. So square is a parallelogram. Yes, square is also one type of
Yes,
one special
sir.
case of a parallelogram. Rhombus is a parallelogram. Is this a parallelogram? This is also a parallelogram. This and this are the same equal length.
Yes, sir.
This and this also.
Sir.
Clear? These are the parallelograms. These are the not parallelograms. So now, how can I make a parallelogram? Just I need to take this type of one scale here, and I will draw two lines. Then after that, what I will do? I will use this in a inclined position, means in this position. Then I will draw another two lines. Another two lines. Then I need to join this four. Then this is known as a, means we can form a quadrilateral. Okay. Now we will discuss the what are the elements in the parallelogram. Means how we can measure its sides and how we can measure the angles. That we need to discuss. So shall I discuss today or tomorrow? We need to discuss about the parallelograms and some exercise problems and some special parallelograms we are having. So shall I discuss it or shall I stop here and we will listen our Sai Chaitanya's presentation? So we will stop here, no problem. And in the next class we will start from elements of a parallelogram. Clear? So thank you.